we can see the edge of the nail, so it really isn't ingrown, but it's the amount of pressure that the nail's putting on the side of the toe that's really causing the issue. So today, we're going to treat it like an ingrown. In order for us to stop that hard skin from growing, in order to stop that pain you feel when you're putting pressure on the side, we're going to move or start the end of the nail over here. So we are going to take a little bit more, but that's what's really going to give you the relief.
Perfect.
So numb the toe, we've already done that. We're going to make a nice cut down here, remove all that side of the nail that's kind of growing out. That way when you're putting pressure on the side, it's going to be a nice straight nail edge away from the skin. You won't get the callus buildup. So how long has this one been bugging you?
Be at least 3 years.
And have you been trimming it back yourself to try to give you relief? Or
I've been trying to just dig in a little bit to get some of the dead skin out.
Yep.
I got that little file
Yes.
we use. I got one of those, just trying to get in, take out some of the dead skin to take some pressure off.
And that's the big thing. Like when you look at it, you can see around the corner, but I know it's that real dead skin that's bugging you. And you said like you didn't know if the nail's impacted, if there's something lower. But what's happening, like we discussed, is the shape of the nail. This is the edge of your nail like this. See how it grows outwards?
Yeah.
And because you're line of work, you're on your feet. Steel toe boots?
Used to, now it's running shoes. I can't wear steel toes.
Because the pressure.
Yes.
Exactly. All that pressure from being on your feet all the time, that's what's really aggravating the side of the toe, and that's what's causing the hard skin to build up.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty much, I see this all the time with this shaped nail, with the nail growing out, and it's truly not an ingrown, but you're still getting kind of like this ingrown toenail pain. And that's why you did see another foot specialist. How long ago was that?
8 months ago.
And again, they just trimmed it.
Yes.
Right? Because people would say, it's not truly a nail, let's just cut it out. But it's not going to change the shape of the nail.
That's right.
It came right back.
That's right, yeah.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually physically change the shape of the nail. And that's the only issue. Whenever I see, let's say if your nail was straight, we would try to work it. Maybe we try to trim it differently.
Yeah.
If I could get around it. But here I know right away from experience that this outward shape is going to cause all the trouble. And so when they were cutting out last time at the foot specialist, was there a lot of blood?
Yes.
Also, he was digging deep.
Yeah, like
It hurt.
he was in the seat. He was like, his foot was out, and he was like pushing like this,
Yep.
like right back, and he
breathe.
was almost screaming.
Yeah, I couldn't breathe. Like the nerve in your toe and hitting the nail bed like that with the knife.
Not fun.
No, it was not fun at all.
So we're going to do our last little check. So you just, oh, you're going to look. Okay, I'll let you look. Usually I cover it, but anything sharp here?
Nope.
Anything sharp here?
Nope.
Here?
Nope.
Awesome. So like I said, it's not an ingrown, it's not very deep, but very tight. So we're just going to separate the nail from the nail bed. So where we are going to remove it becomes very loose.
So lucky. Oh my God, this is so interesting.
Better than the video?
Yes,
What's different than watching the video?
Because it's
it's
live.
real life.
It's live.
Yeah.
So for the camera's sake, this is the end of the nail. So if we look down here, it's right here. It's not crazy, right?
No, it's not.
It's not crazy wide. It's right here. So we can see that no problem. But it's not the nail that's really being ingrown. That's the problem. It's the shape of the nail and the pressure in the footwear. That's what's causing the problem. Okay, so we already separated the nail. Now we're going to trim out that piece, and we're going to take enough of the nail so it's not going to bother you in footwear again. And that's the other sometimes mistake that you end up doing. You don't take enough of the nail. And of course we always try to save as much of the nail as possible. But sometimes if it has to go, it has to go. No pain?
No pain.
Are you okay?
Well, I'm good.
Okay.
And we're going to see all this that was underneath there. Well, you're getting nice and up close.
Ooh, it was a little bit.
But this is... a lot of skin.
Dead skin, yeah.
So we can see the nail shape.
Oh my God.
So it follows roughly there, but what we see is this is really hard down there underneath. A lot of dead hard skin. This is this here. You see all that?
That's stuck.
That is the callus. I'm going to say that for to take a look at.
He got a huge chunk
Yeah.
out, babe.
That's what I couldn't get out. That's what I used to try. And like you go so deep because when you pulled the skin away, it hurt.
Yeah. Now look at that deep hole, and that's mostly where all that dead skin was trapped around the nail. Very, very deep. Look at that now. See how clean that looks
Yep.
in
That
there?
is so cool. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That's awesome that you're watching. So just making sure everything's gone.
And no pieces of nail are left over.
No, not that I see. Now there is just, again, a lot of dead skin in here, but there's a huge space. So if I want to show you guys the nail and how small it really was compared to the space. So see how big that pocket was though, right?
Yeah.
It's, the nail doesn't fit. I mean, that space is pretty damn big. And it's just the amount of hard skin that was really pushing it out. So it's making that really tight area. But look how smooth, see all the skin, I removed all the callus around.
It's like brand new skin.
It is.
That's,
So
a big hole
It
though.
is. It is. She likes your big hole. He's a new man.
I know.
So that is all clean, much healthier, and that's actually gonna fill up with healthier, fresh tissue and be nice and flat. And now that there's no wide nail, it won't be irritating the skin, causing new callus. So I didn't even tell you the name, but you knew the name. What's the name of this acid?
Pheno.
There you go. We're giving you a little pheno bath right now.
To stop the nail growth.
That is Are you a secret foot specialist? Are you just
No,
yanking my toe?
I just watch a lot of your videos. I've learned the procedures. I've learned what you've said.
I know, today I didn't even have to say anything. I just let you do everything. It's been awesome. It's pretty easy, isn't it?
It is, but honestly, I don't think I'd be able to do what you do because that's a lot of time in school, that's a lot of practicing, and
See, it always looks easy. Nobody knows what it is till they gotta do it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I got the second toe ready for you. You can do that one. We
are
can
you
do-
crazy? No, thank you. He'd probably come out with like an extra toe or something.
No, he won't come out with an extra one unless you have one hidden in your bag or something. No.
Oh, true.
Hey.
Probably no nail for sure.
Yeah.
She could do that one for free, no charge, though.
I'd be calling you. What's the next step?
Oh, again, it's looking at you. It's right there.
I know.
But yeah, very big space. And the biggest thing that I learned, and I didn't really learn this one in school, is we would just rip out the nail. But it's so important to get all the dead skin, the sidewall, pull all of that out, and that's what creates a new fresh wound. So new healthy tissue will fill in this spot, and then we get a nice flat surface. Because before I would remove the ingrown, not remove all the tissue, and you'd still get the sidewall, but no nail. But it's to be that tough tissue.
Yeah.
And the only time you can remove it is if you're numb, because you saw how you have to
Yeah.
rip it off.
Yeah.
We'll do one more for good luck. That was a lot of hard skin. That was the
I
big thing,
couldn't
right?
believe it. Like, you would just think by seeing the top of it that it was just that big chunk on the top, but for it to come from underneath the nail the way it did, it was going to be an underlining problem in the next little bit, whether it be a year down the road or even 6 months down the road.
Yeah, and so callus, hard skin, is formed always by pressure, so you have to figure out, that's good, figure out what's causing the pressure, and for us, it was just the nail shape. So now that we removed the nail, now that we removed the callus, should be much better. So this is how you guys are gonna dress the toe. Antibiotic cream that I'm gonna give you a prescription for, a couple pieces of gauze, and I have a feeling that this is gonna bleed a lot, and that's completely normal. The reason is we created such a big wound.
Yeah.
So the body's going to fill that up with blood, with healthy tissue to try to close it up. So if this bleeds through later today, that's not a problem. Just take off the dressing, put a new dressing on. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a little take-home package with some extra gauze and wrap. So you guys have all that.
Okay.
And make sure that you guys really don't have to, you get as little as you need. Okay, one down. That's what I told all the new grads. It looks easy, like you said,
I got a
until they
question.
got to go for it and then they see
That's
it.
right.
Yep.
What's the youngest patient you've worked on?
The youngest,
Yeah.
I've had some babies come in, like 4 to 6 months come in,
Oh, wow.
The parents trimmed the nail wrong, and they were just worried that something was happening. Yeah, so we had some kids that young come in.
Wow.
So
Our son's doing very well for himself. He works full time.
Oh, wow.
He's in school
Cool.
full time.
Yeah.
He lives with his girlfriend. She works
he's
full time.
he's a man.
And
a
you want
full-
to hear the most amazing thing?
What?
They were looking for a place to live, and my son paid for first and last month's rent.
Wow. But he's responsible.
Well,
How old
and,
is he? Oh, wow.
and it was for his great grandmother, because she had to move from where she was, and he put the money up for first and last.
And it
for
was
her.
$3,400.
Wow.
That's
He's good.
He's trying for sure. He's got a big step coming. You'll realize that when the kid's born.
Wow.
All right, but he's doing good. He's trying.
So same thing. Nail's not the biggest. That's okay. Doesn't mean you're less of a man with a small nail.
yeah.
That was a pretty good piece, actually.
Yeah, it was.
But it's the hard skin
Yeah.
that we're gonna get out. See all that?
Oh my God, that's a chunk and a half.
There we go. See all that? That's that hard skin in there that's creating a lot of issues. It's crazy how it builds up. And the body does it as a form of protection. And now we got a huge, huge space in there. Same concept, but again, you said this one was not as bad.
Yeah, like I trimmed it a little bit, getting some of the hard skin out, so it was a little easier. But again, it comes back, right? It starts creating more dead skin, and
Yeah,
so just lately it hasn't hurt as much.
look at that one.
That's even bigger.
Yeah.
You see how much space there is?
Yeah.
So very wide. And let's see, a little bit of some piece there we can come out a little more. But yeah, that's the gist of it. That's the whole thing. Nothing too crazy. So it's really not as boring. I mean, it's just as interesting as the videos online.
No, it's better in real life. I'm only being honest because when you're watching it on, your phone screen or say your TV, you don't get the actual experience of it like you would being here right now.
Yeah, but it's
You really like it. Oh my gosh.
yeah, she's a weird one.
Yes, I am.
Wow. So are you still watching Dr. Pimple Popper as well?
No, I don't really watch her as much as we watch you.
Oh my gosh, you've become a real toe. No, just making sure there's not anything left behind. A very, very deep space in here. And I think, like I said, because of how much skin we removed, like peeling it back, I think this one's gonna bleed a bit. But if it does, you're just gonna be changing the bandages more often.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really going far down.
Yeah.
See how far away the Q-tip goes?
Yeah.
We can do the double dipper in this one.
For sure.
But yeah, because originally, go back 2 years ago, this was the one it really started with. It got real bad. Originally. But then, like I said, the longest while it's been this side, because I did get a bit of dead tissue out of this side. So I don't know if that one just found a space to go, and it relieved some pressure for a little bit. But then again, there's days that if I guess, move the wrong way, working on cars, if I'm underneath or setting the hoist up,
Yep.
if I do lean the wrong way, yeah, it does irritate it for sure, and I'll pay for it the rest of the day. But it's just this one's been more active throughout the whole day.
And you said you'd see his toes, just he couldn't walk after work.
No, like he would sort of limp, like he's limping on both feet because he didn't know how to walk with being in that much pain.
Well, you couldn't put pressure. I couldn't put pressure on my toes at times.
Like he would ask me to rub his feet, and I'd be too scared to rub his feet for how much pain he was in.
And it'd be swollen, right? The side of the toe.
Yeah.
Never pus?
No
No.
pus.
Just swollen.
Just swollen.
Irritated.
And
So-
red.
And then it'd go down by the time you woke up in the morning?
Yes
Yeah,
and
a
no.
little bit of pressure would be gone. It wouldn't be as bad.
Again, because there's no pressure on it, right? And then you go back
That's right.
into the shoe, go back on working.
Well, there was days of this. If just say, okay, you get up. I could have bumped.
Last one.
I could have bumped my foot on a balled up sock, and if I hit it the right way on the sock at times, it actually hurt if I hit the sock. So some days it was very sensitive, like just hitting a piece of material.
And I'm surprised you still have a lot of nail, right? I took a lot, but there's still a lot of nail. It's just that much space that was from
Yeah.
the callus.
Yeah.
How long ago did you guys book this appointment?
Honestly, it's only been maybe like 3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky you.
Because I know one video I watched, the guy booked in July or something. He got 4 months or it was something like that.
Some people have been waiting long recently,
Yeah.
so that's awesome that you guys got in quick. And that's why I said today's the day. No matter what other circumstances, we just get it done. We just get it over with. That was it, man.
Boss. Definitely a relief anyway, especially with the freezing. Definitely different. I'm not used to feeling like that, not having even a bit of the pain.
Yeah, so you're gonna enjoy the rest of the day because the next 6 to 10 hours you're gonna be numb.
Yeah.
And then after that, when the freezing wears off, it's gonna be like a throbbing sensation for 1 to 2 days.
Yeah.
You can leave this dressing on till, number one, tomorrow morning. If it doesn't bleed through, you're good. Tomorrow morning, you take everything off,
Yeah.
put on new cream, new gauze, new wrap, okay? And just make your dressing big enough to go into your work shoe.
Yeah.
Now, if it does bleed through tonight or later today and you start to see blood seeping, it just means we need to change it more often.
Yeah, yeah.
So we just do that changing later today if that happens. And then, same thing, start tomorrow morning,
Perfect.
okay?